Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today we're taking a look at a classic workhorse, the Dell OptiPlex small form factor desktop computer. This particular machine comes equipped with an Intel Core i3-3220 processor running at 3.30 GHz. It's a third generation i3, which means it's not the newest chip on the block, but it's still quite capable for everyday computing tasks like browsing the web, checking email, working on documents, and watching videos. It has 3 megabytes of smart cache, which helps the processor handle frequently accessed data a bit quicker. For memory, this OptiPlex has 4 gigabytes of DDR3 SDRAM. 4 gigabytes is really the minimum you'd want for Windows these days. It's sufficient for running 1 or 2 applications at a time, but if you tend to have lots of browser tabs open or run more demanding software, you might find it starts to feel a bit sluggish. The good news is that RAM is often upgradable on these machines, which could give it a nice performance boost down the line. Storage is handled by a 500 gigabytes SATA hard drive. Half a terabyte provides a decent amount of space for documents, photos, and basic software installations. However, being a traditional hard drive rather than a solid-state drive, it won't be as fast when it comes to booting up the operating system or loading applications. Upgrading to an SSD is probably the single best improvement you could make to a system like this to make it feel much snappier. One of the key features of this specific model is its small form factor design. This means the case is much more compact than a traditional tower desktop, making it ideal for tight spaces on a desk or under a monitor. It's a neat and tidy solution for an office or home environment where space is at a premium. The operating system installed is genuine Windows 7 Professional 64-bit. While Windows 7 was a very popular and stable OS, it's important to note that Microsoft no longer provides security updates for it. This means using it online carries potential security risks. For most users today, upgrading to a newer operating system like Windows 10 or 11 would be highly recommended for security and compatibility reasons, assuming the hardware supports it. Regarding graphics, the description mentions dedicated, but the i3-3220 processor typically relies on integrated Intel HD Graphics 2500. This integrated solution is perfectly fine for standard desktop use, displaying your desktop, running office applications, and playing back high-definition video. It's not designed for gaming or heavy graphical workloads. If you needed more graphical power, you would likely need to add a low-profile dedicated graphics card, provided there's a compatible slot available and sufficient power. Overall, this Dell OptiPlex with the i3-3220 for gigabytes RAM and 500 gigabytes HDD running Windows 7 Professional is a machine best suited for basic computing needs. It's a reliable, well-built system from Dell, known for their business-grade durability. It's likely to be found at a very affordable price point, making it a potentially excellent value for someone who just needs a computer for simple tasks and isn't concerned with the latest performance or running demanding software. Its compact size is a definite plus. Just be mindful of the older operating system and consider potential upgrades like an SSD and more RAM if you want to extend its usability and improve its speed. It's a solid foundation for a budget-friendly setup.
Check out the video description for updated price. And thank you for watching this video.